Hi, my name is Adedina. I am here with Shina.
The GOAT.
Jesus Christ. Melvin's not here again. Melvin, per usual, has summer classes. I tweeted that I was going to have a 2-week hiatus, but I just couldn't do it. So there's no episode, obviously. Well, this is the week of the 27th, but next week, I guess this will drop on August something. I think this drops August 1st. Whatever.
Coming soon.
Basically, when you guys hear it, I basically just wanted to drop something, and I needed somebody who I know could basically relate to all the shenanigans that goes through my head. I met you like how many times now?
Shit, like 3, 4, 5.
Three.
Yeah.
I think I met you. I officially saw you in person at Swim Jam.
Yeah.
And then I saw you at the park.
Yeah, that one. Picnic. Yeah, the picnic dirty. And then now we're here in Denton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when I pulled up to Denton, I was like, yeah, I definitely need to get him on the potty. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm living life. That's all I'm doing. I'm alright. Yeah.
Well, I just have a few topics. I don't think it'll be too long. I just have a few things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Notably, number one. So this is a theoretical question. Theoretically, as we know, Teanna Trump is currently going through her summer tour. Where she tweeted, "What school should I go to next?"
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of niggas, bro, we're like, "Hey, this school."
Yeah.
So theoretically, what if there's a fee that you have to pay, and you're one of the richest people in the world? How much? What is your cap of how much you would pay for some of that?
I mean, can I cuss?
I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Paying for pussy is like even I know she's like top 10, but like the most, even if I'm the richest guy in the world, I'm still cheap at the end of the day. I'm still cheap. The most I'm coming off of, I'll buy her food. But like,
you buy her food? A meal from where?
Shit.
You don't give her Lotus or like or McDonald's.
I might get her Cheddars.
Or Turkey Hut.
Look, I might get her Cheddars or something. But like, yeah, I can't just come off my pocket for something I get for free.
No, because like, top is crazy.
I understand, and trust me, I love me some good GOT 3000, but like, it's just, man, I don't know. It have to be like a spur of a moment type thing. I won't like just think about just paying for.
Yeah, come here.
Yeah,
because people are just like, I mean, you could pay her for it. I mean, me personally, I'm not paying her a single dime.
Yeah, like exactly.
Okay, wait, would you fuck?
With 7 condoms that are made of vibranium. Adamantium.
No, because like, I'm be honest with you, she has at least 1,000 bodies.
No, have you seen her interviews from when she was in like she said in high school she had like over 300 bodies.
In high school?
Yes, in high school.
So how many does she have now?
Only God knows.
No. I'm not even. Even with the condom, it's like 500. Yeah. I'm not using a. I'm not. My piece is not going inside.
Yeah, it's a very tough scene.
No,
extremely tough.
Even her mouth, I'm still like.
Her mouth is just. I'll pour holy water on my dick after.
No, I'm gonna have to pray like a few prayers.
Exactly, bro. Into deliverance.
That's actually disgusting, low key.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't think you could pay me for that. Because, I mean, yeah, she can say she's clean. She can show me the everything, but...
Yeah, I mean, porn stars usually are the most clean women, but still...
No, they are.
It's just like... It's the principle of things.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, she comes to University of North Texas,
Yeah, I mean...
first in line.
I mean, yeah, I won't, like, close my eye to it,
exactly.
I'll keep that...
So yeah. She pulled to U of H,
Of course, okay, yeah, but, I ain't just gonna be looking for her, like,
type shit. Oh man, so Teanna Trump, if you listen to this, please pull up to UNT. I'll be here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Teanna, if you want to come to UAS, bro, I might Aspen. Just anytime.
A lot of niggas stay at Aspen. A lot of niggas gonna be there, bro. Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could all get some,
Let's just say I'm going first.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going first. Yeah, I'm not.
Because everybody's going first. Going first.
Yeah,
but I'm going first.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we could shift towards more of the MCU film conversation. There's so much to talk about film, as you can see with my posters on the wall.
Yeah.
These are, I guess, the films that inspire me personally the most. I can't really think of more that inspire me the most. But what would you say for you is like, if you could say like these like group of films inspire you the most?
See, like when people ask me that, it is so difficult to answer that question.
You can have it. Doesn't need to be one then.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying even like just grouping a couple is just difficult because like I watch so many movies that I've just fallen in love with, and it's just like even sometimes I even don't remember until someone reminds me. I'll say, "Oh yeah, I love that film." But my actual favorite movie is probably like you've never heard of it. It's Donald Glover's first film. It's called Mystery Team, and it's hilarious.
It's a film or is it short?
It's a film, but it's like it's like I found it on Hulu like a couple months ago. It's not even on Hulu anymore. It was like Donald Glover's first film. It was like, remember how he used to make like YouTube videos with his friends? Well, that was like their first film they actually made together.
Is it directed by what's the dude that directs?
It's not directed by him.
Not by director.
Yeah. But like it was their first feature film, and it's like it was just so amateur and funny. Like it just made me feel like, wow, like I could really do this. Yeah. Like, you know, it was like, and it's really inspiring. But yeah, that's really my favorite film. But cause even like so many films have inspired me, and really it's mostly like I don't have like a set of specific films that like I like, but I just like certain scenes from certain films and certain things here and there, even on TV shows. Just like so much stuff inspires me. It's crazy. Like
I understand.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely. I definitely. Yeah. It's even hard for me to even come up with a top 10. Like,
me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me too.
Actually, real quick, Billy, we were talking about Teanna Trump came. What school you go to again?
Every school in Texas.
That's crazy. Okay, so
every single.
Come to the mic. Come to the mic real quick. Actually, get on Shina's mic. Yeah. Okay, theoretically, if she came to whatever school in Texas that you were at, how much did you come off of? That's your cap of how much you come off of.
There's no
cap.
No cap. No cap.
so theoretically, you're the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
There was no dollar amount that you would be like, nah. Blank check.
Blank.
For real? Would you fuck?
I don't think I should answer that, but
why not?
You know, someone might be hearing. My future wife might be hearing.
I mean, okay. What if she's your future wife?
I'll be very sad. But to know that I've shared her with how many people?
Oh my god.
She'll teach me some stuff though.
No, she would definitely teach you some stuff.
So too many things, but
would you get taught?
Damn. Might be the last top I ever get.
Why?
God forbid. Who knows where her mouth has been.
But also, like, imagine like all the rest of them after that. It's like, who do you think you are? Like, actually, I went from Teanna Trump to you. You live on Bissonnette.
God,
you're a 4-bed local. Hey, you're a 4-bed local.
They should be giving it to me after that. Hey, after I've already fucked Teanna Trump,
at this point,
give it to me.
No, at this point, I understand that. I respect that.
You see.
I respect
Not
that.
People are thinking the same.
Okay. Yeah, but I won't fuck though. But you would?
4 condoms, yeah.
4 condoms?
Maybe that's safe enough.
He said 7.
Damn. I'm fucked. Oh, okay. 10.
10?
10.
Okay, he's had some
bare skin.
Bare skin.
So I can at least feel something.
I'm not gonna lie, you not gonna feel nothing with 10 of them on. You must have put a plastic bag over it. Like a Walmart. Go to Walmart, get you like a
Glad? I get Glad bag.
A Glad bag?
I heard they're tough.
I'm not gonna.
I heard them tough. Hey, we can. I think we're using our brains here.
Okay, I respect it then.
Yeah.
I definitely respect it. All right. Blank check.
Blank check.
All right, thank you. Thank you. I'm dead. Oh shit. Okay. Back to I guess anything but except that dirty woman. I'm sorry. Me personally,
dirty woman.
I would say I don't have a top 5 right now because it's just too hard. But The Wolf of Wall Street, there's just some movies that aren't moving. The Dark Knight is my favorite movie of all time. It's not going anywhere. It's a masterpiece. I was watching it the other day. And the thing is, like, have you ever like watched or heard something that you're just like, it's almost like you're experiencing it for the first time. You get reminded as to how great it is. It's like simple things like, I think like I'm watching the film and like at first it's kind of like, I won't say it's slow, but it's like it's picking up, and then there's a point to where like from what's the part in the movie? I think when the first time when Harvey says I'm the Batman. From that point to the end of the movie, you're not breathing. There's no, like you're literally just
it's like you're on your edge. You're like, what's happening next? Exactly.
I'm like, how do people hate on this movie? Like, just look like the scene where they go underground. And
like, the thing is, I've learned in the past couple months that when it comes to like being a filmmaker, people don't look at a movie the same way you do at all.
But I think that's what makes it great.
Yeah, exactly. And like, so then it's like you're gonna appreciate it way more than just a common movie viewer, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, even common movie viewers, like they most of them understand like this, like it's one of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you appreciate it 10 times more than they do, probably just because you know, like, wow, like this is very well put together. Like,
yeah, because I mean, like, Billy, you probably understand. Like, you probably see a photo and like you'll be like, that's probably live, and somebody who else that does like photography will be like, it's alright, the editing is like this and that. So I think like we all kind of understand that to a certain extent. Yeah. I mean, personally, I think it's the best thing ever shot behind the camera with the audio, and I just think it's perfect. And then like feels like The Wolf of Wall Street showed me that like, I think it's the perfect. There's not, we always say old movies can be serious and funny at the same time. I think Wolf of Wall Street is literally the perfect film. We're talking about a film that can be serious and can be funny. Granted, it's funny majority of the time, but then the end really gets really heartfelt. Like when when he's having that fight with his wife, and he takes his daughter in there, everybody's crying, and he like just drives. Oh my.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah. And then like movies like Breakfast Club, Percy the Wildflower, Coming of Age, like. They remind me of growing up. Coming of age movies are just like my favorite genre of movies. Literally, they're becoming my second. They're slowly becoming my favorite genre because it reminds me of growing up, unfortunately going to Dulles High School, and going. Even though like it's majority white people, but like I still have some sort of like relation to them. And I've always wanted to direct my own coming of age film that resembled what I was used to, because I mean like we all grew up in Fort A-Leaf, you know, we all were around the same people,
exactly, and people are gonna like relate. They're gonna be like, oh yeah. So
I've always wanted to make mine, but like those are films that's always like, you know, they felt the most personal, and Whiplash is just like, if you've never heard of it, just watch it. I think
I've seen it, but I've never watched it.
There's not many movies with a better ending. It's only like 90 minutes, and you will leave there genuinely moved. So I mean, those are films that kind of inspired me. But the films that always get my butts in the seats are these Marvel movies. Okay,
always.
As a child, I grew up on the Spider-Man 90s cartoon.
When I tell you, I probably watched every Marvel cartoon.
Really? You watched? The thing is, I wasn't even big on them like that. Well, all of them, other than Spider-Man, like the.
Oh yeah, no, Spider-Man was always number one. Yeah.
There was the X-Men one. I didn't really watch. I got to like Nigeria. There was the what was the other Marvel ones that they used to have?
It was. I think it was
just X-Men and Spider-Man.
There was X-Men and Spider-Man ones. Like right before like I got to high school, and like I was still like, you know, very like.
Then they had the Avengers one. Yeah. That was like 2000, like.
Yeah,
that was when that's when the Avengers. I'm talking about like at least like when we were growing up in like early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
We didn't have.
Yeah, thing is,
Marvel was.
Yeah, I think there wasn't many TV shows, but I had it was a lot of like movies that I watched.
I mean, we had Blade at that time.
I'm talking about like I watched like cartoon movies when I was kids about superheroes. Like I watched not even Marvel, even DC too. I just watched like anything that was superheroes.
I used to watch everything.
Yeah, DC Unlimited.
Especially like growing up.
I watched
Justice League.
Justice League Unlimited.
Batman show. There was Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond was so
if they don't make a Batman Beyond movie, I'm squabbling everybody in DC headquarters, bro. Literally.
That's what I think their reboot should be, is rebooting it just with like Batman Beyond, and then like old Batman's always talking about, you know, back in the days, we had this and that,
exactly,
and then they eventually like we cut back, and then we restart with a new cast, and it's like this is what Batman and all of them had to go through. I think that would have been the perfect reboot. But what do I know, right?
Bro, it's so many ways that they could just go about to do it better, and they're just choosing the wrong people to make decisions.
It's not even like they're choosing the wrong people. The studio feels like they're always holding themselves back.
Exactly. I remember in the last what's it called? Justice League movie. Mm-hmm. They had a whole different movie set out, and the studio just came in and said, nope.
Different
change
director.
it. Nope.
It was just granted, Zack Snyder had I think his daughter had died or something like that.
Yeah,
but regardless, they're used to having a lot of interference. For example, I was just with some critics yesterday. We had some industry thing, and they were talking about how Warner Brothers and DC doesn't know how they're gonna market this Joker film. It's hard R. It's just different. It has nothing to do with the comics, but it's amazing. They're saying this movie's amazing, but it was because there was really no studio involvement. They basically said, Todd Phillips, you have a story. They gave Joaquin Phoenix was literally one of the best actors out right now. So they're just go make a movie, and now they're well, we can't make toys about this, but movie's amazing. So now my question is, what's your priorities? Because you can always make money as long as the movie's good. The Dark Knight is a PG-13 that could really be an R-rated movie, but made $1 billion. Mm-hmm. So my problem with DC is why can't you guys just take the chance? Nobody knew what Guardians of the Galaxy was. Nobody knew what that was. Made a ton of money at the box office. Guardians 2, I believe, made $1 billion, so close to $1 billion. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what the property is. As long as the people think the movie's good, it'll make money.
Yeah, I think with DC is that they failed so much, or not so much, but they've had so many failures. They don't even want to take any more chances. They want to think something is they want something to be completely perfect in their eyes before they even But
the problem is they went from the Nolan trilogy to this. It wasn't they had anything in between. They went from the Nolan trilogy, which ended in 2012, and they had Man of Steel 2013. But that was. Zack Snyder did not have a good track record before that. He had Sucker Punch before that. He had Watchmen is still people either love Watchmen or hate it. So it's not like he was
I'm a lover of Watchmen.
See, that's what I'm saying. And me personally, I've never finished the film. I don't know why. I'm never in the mindset to watch the film. Mm-hmm. But from what I've heard, it's either you like it or you hate it. Yeah. So he's not Zack Snyder's not this proven director.
And the thing is, I think with DC, they try to make their movies too dark.
I don't think that matters.
No, I'm not saying it. The thing is, it does matter. That's the reason why people like Marvel so much, because it's lighthearted, funny, quick food. Everybody's laughing, everybody's having a good time. But when it gets serious, it's serious.
But at the end of the day, what movie do we still talk about superhero movies wise? People still talk about the Dark Knight, which is literally called the Dark
exactly.
Knight.
But the thing is, it's Batman. People expect Batman to be dark, but you can't have what type of you can't have a sad Superman film. You can't. Man of Steel was very, very
that's true. And that's very
and
true.
Superman's supposed to be the good guy, happy people attract to him, supposed to be bright and happy, but then they made it so dark, I guess, to fit in with the rest of the what is DCEU? Yeah, that shit ugly.
Very disgusting.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel I'm not saying being dark is not a bad thing. Being dark can actually
but use it when you need to.
Yeah. Don't have a Superman that doesn't smile.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah. I think my hot take is, let's do away with Superman. Let's have a Justice League without Superman, because narratively he doesn't help at all. When you have somebody who basically can come in at any moment and save the day, and there's really no battle when he's there.
Yeah, I feel because I feel the way they characterize Superman is just terrible. I feel he should be more because in the DCU, the storyline, Superman is supposed to be at odds with humanity or whatever, because he's an alien. Okay,
which I think is brilliant. Actually,
yeah, I feel they should emphasize that way more, because it's just he's just because he's supposed to there's the theme was about Messiah figures and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I feel they should emphasize on his distance from humanity way more. I feel cause they use him as just a big punching bag.
I think what you do is you strip his powers down a little bit. I think you make him more human. I think you could play it as,
or maybe make his emotions connect to his power or something.
You could play it as he's obviously stronger at his home place. Yeah. So if now that Krypton is gone, his powers are kind of not as strong as they should be, which I think. That just makes sense. So you play on that, so he can be defeated.
Exactly.
Because I know people complain about it at first, but when you actually present it in the story to where he's this basically a human with powers, because I think that's what BVS struggled from was I actually like the idea of like making him a basically like human versus like alien thing, to where like he wants to be here for the greater good, and just him being here is obviously going to cause a problem, but he doesn't mean to. And like I think that's where Batman like I'm thinking about, I'm like, how do you fumble that? Like, do you know how great of a story that could have been? And that's a perfect way to put it.
Mind you, I didn't even finish the movie.
I own it. I don't know why I own it. I watched it the day it came out, and I bought it, and I never watched it. I literally bought it, and I think it's probably still like in the wrapper, dead ass.
No, I don't. Yeah, it's just.
So I think DC just needs to take the chance of making films more relatable. The problem is Marvel doesn't even make them relatable. It's just that they make decent, good films.
It's like Marvel makes the movies easy to watch.
Yeah.
Like they're very consumer friendly, and anybody could just pop in one day and just watch a movie. Like, oh, that was nice. Yeah.
And we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But I think my overarching problem with DC is that they're already willing to take chances. They just hold themselves back, and now they look stupid because that BVS was actually a very brilliant idea. People were saying that's a stupid. No, it's actually
a wonderful
great idea.
That would have been a great way to kick off the little
exactly,
bro. Literally,
I think first of all, you take out Wonder Woman. Take out Wonder Woman out of that whole movie.
I don't know why.
Take out Doomsday out of that whole movie.
Yeah.
I think you make that more of a character driven build a story. Build
like
Batman.
They could have had like a lesser villain, so it wouldn't. So they can like really emphasize on the Batman versus Superman thing. Exactly.
Making me upset, bro. Jesus Christ, DC.
Exactly. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna compare it to Civil War. The Civil War, the main villain was who? Zemo. It wasn't even like a big main. And that's why they benefited from it.
That's what they tried to do with Jesse Eisenberg, but he had too much of an input in the whole film.
Yeah.
So we're like, even like, what was the reason Superman really went over there? Because you had this mom. You're Superman. Really?
No, literally.
You're literally Superman. You have a bald nigga trying to tell you what to do. Yeah, the person who played Mark Zuckerberg trying to tell you what to do. Like,
okay. And one note, that was terrible casting.
I won't say it was terrible casting. I will say Zack Snyder did a bad job of directing that character, because
that can be true. Yeah, okay.
Jesse Eisenberg has this issue of playing himself in every film. Literally, he plays the same.
That's exactly what I was finna say. Like,
but I think if the right director gets behind it, because granted, he still kind of played that in Social Network, but in the Social Network, it kind of fit because he plays like a nerdy type of person,
a nerdy condescending, like
exactly.
So
he already has that.
And I wouldn't picture Lex Luthor like that at all. That's the thing.
And I wouldn't. I think if you're trying to go for even like a darker Justice League, I think you get a serious younger person. I can't really think of somebody right now, but if you watch Young Justice, have you watched Young Justice?
No, of course.
How Lex Luthor is shown in that?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Strong, confident. Yeah, just
exactly. Like, and then he walks in. You low-key don't like him, but even though you know he's bad for you, but you're low-key like,
All
right, what do you have to say?
Attractive personality. Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's a good way of doing that Lex Luthor. I really think they should scrap everything. They're still going with this Wonder Woman.
What I thought, like, my plan was, if I was like there, I would reboot the whole thing with Flashpoint. Like but
Flashpoint is literally everybody.
I know.
I don't care about Cyborg. I don't want to see Cyborg,
bro. So I don't know why they
about the Flash.
I think I only said Flashpoint because that's like probably like the most logical way to like reboot the universe, so like they can just take it to a new direction.
I think the only way, a clever way to do it is just a Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond, and then
he's like, all right, well,
and then give backstory later.
Then you reverse it. It's like, oh shit. And I think even with that, I think what you do is you do Batman Beyond, and then you do one Batman film, and then you do Under the Red Hood.
Oh my, that just sounds.
I low-key think
that sounds beautiful on screen.
I don't think you can do a whole film of Arkham Asylum because I don't think it's probable. I think you can literally just blow a hole in the wall and just escape. I don't think it really makes sense. I think there's a way you could do it. You just have to basically cut it up and find a story in there. But I think you do one movie before, establish that Robin is somewhere in this universe, and it ends or something of like Robin dies, which leads to Under the Red Hood. And then Under the Red Hood, we introduce Joker. Well, I guess Joker already be there because of Arkham Asylum. Yeah. But you introduce Nightwing because it's like years have passed now. So now I think that's it's not Jason Todd. That's Dick Grayson. No, Dick
Grayson's not.
No, Dick Grayson was already in that universe, but Jason Todd dies. So now you introduce the Nightwing, and now you bring Red Hood, and now
would you bring in Tim Drake?
Nah, not yet. I don't think you need to. If anything, bring in Grayson. What's Bruce? What's
Bruce son?
What's his son's name? That
Damian.
Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Because of the I would like to see Batman have to actually like care about somebody, and I think you automatically have a good dynamic.
Yeah, with father son.
Exactly. Because that's why I'm gonna get to this. So you at the end of under Red Hood, Batman he puts a file on his desk, and it's kind of like Aqualad and all these young guys. So now you start Young Justice within. You already have Justice League going on, and then that Superboy and Superman dynamic needs to happen. It's like you're my dad, but you're not really my dad, and it's kind of like Superman already feels like I should be doing. Like I think there's so many like relationships.
And it's just like their relationship is very awkward, and that's and
so you're the
and it'd be beautiful if it's like just coming out
and I'll get to that. So. That already you're already establishing relationships without even like you're already off rip. You can explore so many different things. I think that's an easy way that you reboot it. I just need DC to at least try it. Who's calling me? Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. I'll talk to you later. I think that's a good way of how you reboot everything. Is that what you got on that?
Thing is well, easy is really an understatement. It won't be just
not easy,
but like it's the best.
I think that's the best.
Yeah, most ideal.
Flashpoint's too easy.
Yeah,
I think you can do a dope Flashpoint movie eventually.
Yeah, cause I was looking at their plans. I know they already rebooted. They're making a new Batman for 2021. I don't know
with Matt Reeves. And,
I don't know if it's gonna relate to the Joker film at all.
Well, we don't know. We don't know anything because DC doesn't know what they're doing.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like they don't. I feel like they don't have like they in themselves like right now as we're speaking, have no idea what they're doing.
The only film that that's still coming out is Birds of Prey, which I don't even know why it's coming out. Suicide
it's
Squad
still coming out.
They're already shooting.
Oh.
We still have a Suicide Squad 2 with James Gunn's.
Aren't they gonna like reboot like the whole all the characters
of what?
Suicide Squad? No, they're not.
They're just. I think Will Smith is just not returning.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm still weird out about.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think we say all this to say like DC, you guys are even if you write the ship now, you've already messed up from the beginning. So there's you can only go so far now.
And then, but my only thing with DC, really as of right now. No matter which way they go about rebooting a thing, one thing they have to get down in my eyes is characterization.
Yeah,
they're like the way they characterize Superman, the way they characterize Batman.
Cyborg is
Cyborg just he's kind of just there.
He's there,
literally just there. Like his story was kind of like just like a little like he's just literally just there, and I feel like they kind of like forced him into that story. Like he really had no business being in Justice League. To be honest, like
he was only there because they needed
the little mother
person.
Yeah,
they need a black person.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, because they need a black. All they had.
Honestly,
you need to fit your underrepresented quota. That's the only way.
I would have rather had the Manhunter in there than Cyborg. Honestly.
Oh, Martian.
Yes.
Nah, they cannot pull that. I know damn well they would never. They can't even. Don't even actually. If they can't even do Green Lantern, they can't even do. Jesus Christ.
Don't even get me started on Green Lantern.
they can't even do that.
Don't even get me started.
They can't do they can't even do Hawk Woman. What's her name? Hawk Girl?
Yeah, Hawk Girl.
Can't even do Hawk Girl. They need to start simple because Martian Manhunter is actually like a very complex character. So let them start off easy because right now they cannot do that.
They might as well just sell it to Disney and just
I know anything but that. I just say wait for me, okay? I have about 3 more years, DC. 3. It's 3 years. Wait for me. I'm coming, okay? All right. Is that all with DC?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Transitioning more to the Marvel stuff that we just got. Well, not just got, but what was it like last week we heard that they're doing what's it called? They're doing Black Widow next May.
Yeah.
Which I won't say I'm excited for. I'll get to what I'm not excited for. They're doing Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange 2 with not Black. What's her name? Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scarlet Witch. What else did they announce? Eternals with Angelina Jolie, Camille Nanjiani. Actually, a pretty good cast. I'm missing a lot. I'm talking about the films.
Oh, for Phase 4.
Phase 4. I'll pull it up and just.
It was only like mostly like TV shows and like 4 films, I think.
I'm just talking about the film aspect, but also for film, the TV, they also brought up this what if thing, which I think is really really interesting.
Yeah. I heard it's gonna be animated.
It's animated, but people will come back to voice act, which I think is just brilliant. I think you can have so much fun with that, and I think that's gonna be an easy way to bring people into Disney Plus. The Loki series, which is already teased,
and Loki, I think the what if is gonna tie into the whole multiverse thing.
No, I don't. I think it's gonna be like just something on the side, something fun, you know. But I mean that's just my expectation right now. What else? They brought up a Hawkeye series.
They haven't. Oh yeah, it's about he's training his daughter to be like the next.
I have no idea what it's about.
Oh yeah, no, that's what it is about.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he's training his daughter. You know his daughter that they showed at the beginning of Endgame.
Yeah,
he's training her to be like the next like mini Hawkeye. I guess I don't know.
But will she be in the? Whoa.
Yeah, I think they're trying to set up the Young Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and
Young Avengers.
Yes. That's the rumor. I heard they're trying to set up the Young Avengers, which is why they started with, and that's why remember old girl's daughter from Captain Marvel. Oh, did you watch Captain Marvel?
Unfortunately. Sorry, no. Unfortunately.
Remember old girl daughter, the little black girl.
Black girl.
Yeah, they're gonna
what
try
is
to.
She?
I forgot what they're trying to turn her into, but like she's like basically she's gonna be like she's gonna be important in Captain Marvel too. Now I really think they're trying to set up the Young Avengers, but I mean, hey, who knows what they're doing. But yeah.
Nah, I'm not a fan. So what we have, I don't know how I even forgot about that. Thor 2021, I believe, November 5th, 2021. That's a while actually. Now I think about that.
Yeah, that's more than a year.
That's 2 years. That's 2 years from now. And we have Wanda and Vision, which I mean we already heard that was coming out, but that's on Disney Plus. And then we have this Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is actually a thing I'm most excited about. That came out of Phase 4 because, as far as I know, this is all we have of Phase 4. I'm hoping Love and Thunder, which is the Thor film, has the Asgardians. But I think that's more of the Guardians 3. I think they're probably going to do that with Guardians 3.
I feel like, that's what I said. I don't think they're going to be very much heavily involved in Love and Thunder.
What other story that they have? Because from what I'm hearing...
I'm hearing it's going to be another multiverse thing. Because they're introducing female Thor.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want Natalie Portman as Lady Thor. First of all,
I don't know.
Nobody cares.
Why they're doing
about
that?
The character. Nobody cares. So I hope that's not what they're doing. Nobody cares about that character. And if this is a movie that after 3 other movies, this is the movie you guys want to be, bro, it's a dead mission.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why they. I mean, I'm not like against the idea of Lady Thor at all. You know, I mean, I don't really know much about her at all.
Either.
Yeah, I mean, she's even fairly new in the comic world too. Yeah,
so this happened.
Yeah, so I don't know why they're taking that direction and just dropping it like in there. I mean, I feel like the MCU is very like quality based. Like they're very inclusive film series. So I guess they're trying to have more strong female roles. Like
I mean, because they just killed one, which that was actually the reason why in Endgame I was surprised that.
Yeah,
Black Widow died. I'm like, you would kill a woman before you kill a white man.
Exactly,
bro. I was like, wow.
I really do take chances. Honestly, I thought Hawkeye was a goner.
The fact that they played the whole thing in the beginning, I was like, oh yeah, this nigga's donezo.
Yeah, like,
and the fact that you killed literally they literally complained about not having enough women. And then you killed a woman. I was actually very surprised.
I mean, I guess it was like a nice send off because her contract was ending. And
she's having another movie.
I know, but that was just for her. That was her solo prequel movie. So I guess they just wanted to
But because now what are the women big women?
I mean, they said they did it Marvel. To give her an honorable death. Mm-hmm. They did it. They didn't want to kill her off in some cheap way or just not having a story at all. So they wanted to say like I said, give her an honorable death and send her off well. But for strong female. In the MCU, it's
really just Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
maybe they may play Shuri as being kind of another Iron Man, which I am not against whatsoever. I mean, we have. I hope they don't try to force Pepper Potts as like a female. No,
nah.
Let's not do that.
I mean, they do have the Wasp, and people like her. I guess
She's okay.
Yeah, she is. I mean, maybe if they.
And then we still have what's her face, Valkyrie. That's more Thor.
Yeah, but people like Valkyrie.
Yeah. Other than Captain Marvel, none of them are Black Widow.
Yeah, it's like
So I was really surprised that they killed her off in Endgame. But I say all that to say that I am very much looking forward to this Captain America and
why
and Winter Soldier, because one of the best aspects that we got in Phase 3 was the Bucky and Sam relationship, especially all through Civil War. Legit was some of the fun, like when he was in the chair, he's like, "Can you scoot your seat up?" And he's like, "No." Like little things are like when they got webbed up by Spider-Man.
Yeah,
he was like, "Where was that?"
That's one of my favorite things in MCU.
That's what I'm saying. So now we're getting a whole series, and I guess now we get to see like Sam really like come into the Shield.
Himself. Yeah.
So like, and it's not like we get like a movie. I wouldn't want to. I would want to see a movie, but I guess like giving him a show to where like he basically gets to like come into it, which would be kind of dope. I think.
And my favorite thing about these new shows is that they're not going to be like the Netflix Avengers. Like, they're actually going to tie into the MCU.
But I think the problem is now you're basically forcing people to have to keep up with these series, which may start getting a lot for some people.
Yeah, I think... Okay, like the dedicated fans, of course, they're gonna want to, but like people are already complaining about not watching all the movies.
That's true. So I think people are gonna watch the films regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. Oh yeah, I think that's true. But the best thing that was announced, they announced down the line we're gonna get Guardians, down the line we're gonna get X-Men, down the line we're gonna get Fantastic Four. The number one thing that was announced, Mahershala Ali as Blade. Which, everybody's been like saying like, oh, we should get dude from Insecure. What's his name? The dude that makes beats. Did you watch Insecure?
No. Wait, which dude?
He makes beats. He's like a producer type. And did you watch the last Purge movie?
Yes.
The dude that was basically like the killing.
Oh, him. People I like him. Yeah.
People were saying him. I actually was Yolan something. I wasn't. Yolan. No, I wasn't against him. People were saying Michael B. Jordan per usual. People were saying somebody else. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but I feel like who they chose. I feel like he's perfect. Yeah, he fits like the cool guy.
And I'm mad that I didn't think about it.
Exactly, and because I feel like that dude from the Purge. I don't feel like he fits like the cool guy Blade. Like
he could be.
He could, but like I feel like who they chose like literally like. There's no substitute. It's perfect. Like
I think it's
as long as he's directed well, it's gonna be good.
My problem is who are they gonna get to direct it? I think once again Marvel, 3 years. Just wait. 3 years.
They probably have like directors for movies planned.
It's gonna be a black guy though.
Yeah, of course, it has to be.
But who?
Dang, who?
But who? That's my problem right now. What black director? I'm talking about black director right now. I don't. If you're not gonna say Ryan.
See, I was thinking that, but I'm like, no. He's dead. And Blade is rated R, huh?
There's no choice.
Yeah. Like
I'm pretty sure since Mahershala already went to them.
Yeah.
Richard was like, "This is R rated." Just letting you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
Ooh, I think wait for me. I don't know. I don't know the other perfect.
Yeah. By God's grace, they wait for you.
because don't say Spike Lee. Don't say
Spike is washed.
Don't say it because people don't want to admit to it. Elisha, I wish Elisha was here. Elisha got very mad at you for saying that because I've been telling him this for months.
I'm not saying he's washed, but he's out of his time. He's way out of his time.
Just speak your mind. He's washed.
Yeah, he's definitely
because right now all like the main black directors that we have right now, unless they're gonna bring a no name that I haven't heard of, you have Ryan Coogler, Barry Jenkins. And then you have Ava DuVernay. And do not, if you bring out Ava DuVernay, I will riot. Barry Jenkins has not proven.
Why? Because I'm not opposed to that idea.
I don't see her directing a hard R action movie about vampires.
True.
Selma was great. I loved When They See Us. When They See Us made me cry 3 times. But then again, she did make what was that film? Wrinkle in Time.
Oh yeah, she did.
I mean, she's a great director. It's just like she hasn't proven herself to because the thing is
something of that magnitude.
Exactly.
She can't. Yeah, okay.
Because
I understand.
Even if she does, you have to prove it to me, because when Ryan Coogler got Creed, were like the dude that did Fruitvale Station, like let's relax, and then Creed was,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
he was amazing.
Yeah, phenomenal.
And then that's when you're like, all right, I know he can direct action, so that's why we can give you a Black Panther. And I don't. And the thing is, Disney's not opposed to taking chances on people. Like the Russo brothers were people who made Community or like Parks and Rec or something like that. Peyton Reed had only done The Breakup.
Yeah.
He done like.
And honestly, I feel like from the choosing director, for these MC movies, you really need to choose people that have like a passion just for superheroes in general. Like they just know that people that really know the content and like know that like what they want to do, what direction they want to take. Cause like and that's why I think a problem DC has. They don't really choose people who know the content. Yeah, like they'll get the job, read one comic, and think they know the character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
or
so
like it just doesn't feel like they go through like multiple. I don't think they have like genuine. Maybe they do, but I just feel like their writers' room is like bouncing off crazy ideas.
Bro, literally. Just, we should do that. That's gonna look cool. Like, but that's not. It's not about just looking cool.
I feel like if this Blade movie is great, you automatically set yourself up for Blade interfering with other people. I feel like a Deadpool Blade movie just needs to happen, and that would be one of the best movies ever made.
I ain't gonna lie, cause low key, they could like. I'm not saying like have him like in Blade like main plot, but they can. Since it's already a movie, they can slightly introduce Deadpool to the MCU with Blade, like maybe like a little cameo or something. Like
I think that's actually perfect. I think that's exactly
because like
and what if he just pops up and he's like, by the way, I'm owned by Disney now.
Yeah, so y'all can see a lot more of me now. Goodbye. Like, and that is all you need.
That could be an end credit scene.
Exactly.
No, it could really just be an end credit scene. I wouldn't say you put him in the whole film. I just think that could be a Disney Plus film, or it could just be a film in general, or you could put Blade with Spider-Man, like which I won't mind, because you play out the dynamic of this young timid person versus
about this hardcore
guy who just wants to kill things, or you could do the Deadpool who is this funny guy who likes to kill things versus a hardcore dude. Or you could just do all three of them.
It's bro, if I saw all three in the movie, the way I would just nut in the movie, bro, literally, I would just.
Oh man, no, bro. But definitely, I think. My problem with Marvel right now, not problem, but what they need to do going forward is take chances. The problem with DC is like DC has tried, they're not going all the way with it. I don't mind a Black Widow film that's hard PG-13.
I'm actually, I wouldn't say excited. Okay, one of my favorite villains in the Marvel universe is Taskmaster, and I'm very happy. I'm like, I want to see him on screen so bad. Definitely. Yeah, like that's the only reason I'm happy for this film, because when they announced I was the villain, because at first I wasn't even gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie,
I was gonna watch it.
Yeah, I was.
You were gonna watch it. You were gonna watch it.
I was forced to watch Captain Marvel. Like I wasn't gonna watch Black Widow.
But don't boost that with what's his face, David Harbour. They have a great cast on it too.
I know, but like I really wasn't like had zero interest in that movie until I found out Taskmaster was the villain.
I think if you do a hard PG-13 spy thriller, that I don't think they're gonna go super fantastical with that. I think if you do like a almost like Bond level, like
I don't think it's gonna be like any big kapow.
I hope it's not. Yeah, if they do something of that.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like they chose Taskmaster, because he's not like a big kapow. Like he's not like a big.
They could always change it up, but I feel like if they take chances with this Shang-Chi movie, my problem with a lot of these standalone Marvel films is that they're
filler.
Like they're really, I don't say, but they're filler with content in it. They're not Naruto filler.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to dip something that relates to like the whole.
Exactly. Yeah. But at the end of the day, so you could really just tell somebody, all right, this and this happened. You really did not miss anything. Exactly. Captain Marvel, I don't even know why you watch Captain Marvel. You really just watch Captain Marvel so you know how powerful she is. I feel like if they take chances and make these films more like, because that Shang-Chi could be a dope. Really, really dope.
I really have high hopes for that film.
And I feel like
I really do.
I feel like if you get the choreographers from the Raid films, I don't know if you watched the Raid.
The Raid.
They're Indonesia. It's an Indonesian action franchise. Well, there's only been 2 films, but the Raid 2 is the best action movie I've ever seen in my life. Like, and it's actually okay. I won't say it's not close, but it's like from a film, the action, like the fight scenes are the best fight scenes you'll ever see in anything. So if they can get those type of fighting people. In that type of film, you can get I don't know who's directing the film. I mean, obviously they're gonna have to get an Asian person. Because,
they have to.
You have to fit your quota. The only Asian person I know you get is Lulu Wang, who just did The Farewell, which is my favorite film of the year so far. It's the best movie this year. I think you get Lulu Wang because she has a film coming out next year, and then I think Shang-Chi comes out 2021. I don't know if they will do the schedules, but as a director, she's amazing, and I think I don't mind taking a chance on her, honestly, because the film is far from action. But Awkwafina's already in the film in Farewell. Awkwafina's in Shang-Chi, so
it's
right
already
there.
a connection
So it's already there.
Yeah.
So I that would be my pick for that film. But you gotta take a chance on these films. Let these films be bigger than just filler. That's my problem with the film.
Yeah, I think because when MCU, like, especially like when they first introduce a character, they never do too much with them.
Yeah,
and honestly, like that's been a good formula. Like, but like at first, I think now they reached a level where they can just come in kicking and and nobody's gonna like complain. You know?
Yeah, I think you don't have to be safe anymore. That Edgar Wright Ant-Man movie that almost came out, I think now you can actually do it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind seeing that film, especially right now.
Yeah.
I think if there's an Ant-Man 3, maybe you take a chance with that film, because Ant-Man has been the safest series out of all of them. Because at least Captain America, which the first one's not like this, like, you know, tour de force. It's not bad though. Winter Soldier's is beyond me. Iron Man 1 is one of the better movies in the whole MCU. I like Iron Man 3. Some people don't like it as much. Thor took 3 movies first to get Ragnarok, but at least it came.
Yeah, at least it finally evolved to a point where
Guardians 1 is a pretty decent film. I'm not.
It was hard. Yeah, like I said, it was a good introduction for them.
Yeah,
that's like
But I'm saying, like, at least Marvel eventually has that standalone that's good. It's just that start from the beginning. Let's get the ball rolling from the beginning. Like Batman Begins. There's Blade 1. There's Superman 1978. There's great intro origin films. There's Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, you can do these films.
And like I was gonna say that Spider-Man was one of the first people that they just came in kicking.
Exactly. And because it feels like they already. Well, I think because he was already in Civil War,
Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's already like a good public figure. Like any general audience would just
Okay, that's true. Yeah, I think you do that. I think you start doing that more often, because they announced that Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange, is going to be a horror movie, but they said that the first one's far from a horror film. I think you actually make a horror.
They said that like it was going to be a horror
from
film?
The beginning. Yeah, when they first announced it was going to be because Scott Derrickson made Sinister, which is a horror film. So like, as far as we knew,
maybe like you said, they didn't want to take the chance.
That's what I'm saying. So they said this one is going to be a horror film. The villain in this film is Nightmare. His name is Nightmare. So I know what it is. I'm really just gonna be like, all right, y'all aren't even trying. So I think you make that a horror film. I think now you really do mess with genres. So you make Black Widow a spy movie. You make Shang-Chi a throwback to these like
and I feel like Shang-Chi, they're gonna try to make it like, you know how Black Panther was like a cultural event for Black people, even though I don't think it was, but like I think they're gonna make like Shang-Chi like a cultural thing for Asians. They're really gonna
make it bigger than that, because I think that's what I think that's what they did with Black Panther, and they didn't let Black Panther truly become how good of a film that I think you make Black Panther a smaller film. Because I feel like that movie was very big, but I think you make that movie a personal piece of T'Challa becoming a king, and Michael B. Jordan dealing with feeling like he was betrayed by a country, but understanding like.
I just feel like they could have went about Black Panther better, in my opinion.
I think you make the Dark Knight similar to the. I said Dark Knight. I think you make Black Panther similar to Dark Knight. So like Dark Knight is really a film that only takes place in Gotham. I think you make it somewhere to where like. Maybe what's his name? Killmonger first comes in and he's trying to play like, oh, like I'm just a nice guy, and then he gets there and he tries to create a coup from within.
Yeah, he betrayed.
Oh my god.
I feel like the plot was kind of just too like boom, boom. Like there was no underlaying to it at all. It was just it just felt too like superhero. I feel like you make that, because the best part was T'Challa having to deal with becoming king. So I think you deal with that and you make it more of a. I think you do make it more of a Magneto, Professor X. You make it more of a what's his face? You make it more of a
what's his Malcolm X versus
Martin,
MLK, and maybe at first Killmonger doesn't even know how his parents die, and then he finds out,
and then he looks for vengeance.
And then from the gate, he was already like, why are you guys so like passive with everything?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you guys just like put your and then that's like what even like takes him off edge. Little things like that. Maybe like Killmonger even like comes back and they lie to him and be like, oh yeah, his dad died.
You know, who knows? Maybe they even had these ideas. But like,
I think Ryan had the idea because from the films we've seen from Ryan, he is a storyteller.
Exactly. He the way he like weaves stories is like I love the way he does it, bro.
So
literally.
That's why I was so mad. I'm like I couldn't even feel his voice in the film. So I feel like next time if you do a second, they are doing a second one.
Oh no, I feel like he's definitely gonna put more of himself into Black Panther too.
That because in stuff like Creed, like little moments like when his mom gives him his dad's trunks, I'm like, bro, y'all gotta relax, bro. Like y'all gotta chill.
Yeah, it's like touching moments that hit your heart. Yeah, like I feel like it's gonna be. And I'm really excited for Black Panther 2, honestly, because the villain is gonna. I feel like it's gonna be Namor. I heard.
Yeah, I think they hinted at that with the
with the little aquatic
game with like we're hearing we have like earthquakes in underground. I'm like most definitely. I think, but I mean I don't know necessarily the relationship with Namor. I wasn't big on Black Panther growing up, so I didn't really know the comics. I just know going forward, Marvel, let these creators give you a compelling story.
Like that's my mind. Let the creators create.
Yes.
Yeah, like
you've done. Look, we've done Endgame. Okay, we've gotten to your. You guys have climaxed. You've come. Okay, let me relax now. let me get a ball of water. Let me get something to drink. Let me clean up. Let me do what I need to do. Okay.
Yeah. And I feel like that's why even like Phase 4, even at the beginning, it's not gonna be like so like that's why Black Widow is not gonna be that serious. Like it's not gonna be like towards the future of the MCU. I mean, like so I think like they're like Phase 4 is gonna be like until that at the end of it, like
transitional period.
Until we get to like Doctor Strange and Thor, it's gonna be very just like chill. Like they're just gonna like just new MCU content, but nothing just too crazy. Yeah. And then Phase 5, I feel like that's when they're gonna hit.
Phase 5 is an
Fantastic Four. They're gonna. I feel like no Phase 5. I feel like that's when they're really gonna hit us.
You know what I'm actually most angry about is the fact that the Skrulls are good guys, because
I have I have a hope in my heart that they're gonna betray.
I need that because the Skrulls they already set up to be amazing villains.
Exactly.
I can take your power. So because I remember that episode of the Fantastic Four show, because that's how I got introduced to the Skrulls, where the Skrulls take all four of their the one takes all four of their powers, and he's basically literally all four of them in one.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And the thing is, that's why I have a feeling the Skrulls are gonna betray. I mean, maybe not.
Maybe there's just
all
one.
of them. Yeah, that's
maybe
what I'm saying.
There's just one.
There's gonna be like one that just takes people's power.
Maybe there's one that because Captain Marvel happens in the 90s. Yeah. So maybe one that was born and like grew under like you guys are just like because at the end of Spider-Man, you watch Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're like the Skrulls are like working under like so maybe he wants to be the rebel and then he goes to Earth. And then, like, he just happens to have trouble with, the Reeds and all that. We're setting it. So, actually, they probably already... Actually, never mind. Marvel's already thinking ahead. They thought about it.
Yeah, I feel like, like, they may even end up doing Secret Wars, Like, when like, maybe somebody in the MCU is already a Skrull.
Ooh. Because they already hinted at that with Nick Fury.
Exactly, yeah. So, maybe, somebody, like... But who knows? That's the thing. We don't know. That's the main thing. We have no idea.
Yeah. So maybe the Skrull, the Secret Wars like the next Avengers film.
Yeah, the next big Avengers thing. Yeah, because and the Secret Wars involved the entirety of the MCU. Yeah. So it's a lot of ways they can go.
Ooh, we get X-Men in there, get Fantastic Four.
Exactly.
Who else did they get? Well, Deadpool technically. Jeez Louise, they may be onto something.
Yeah, and like and one thing that MCU, I've like deduced in my head a lot of ways they can like introduce the Fantastic Four, introduce this and that, but I have no idea how they're gonna just throw in X-Men. I mean, I feel like they're gonna do like a multiverse thing with the X-Men, but I feel like that's just like a lame cop out,
Yeah, that's why I hate the word multiverse at this point. Yeah, because it just feels like it's an easy way to just the only way I think you do multiverse is if you just want to do like a standalone film. I just think you want to do like a weird. I just think if you want to do like a random like Deadpool, Spider-Man, Blade film that would just that's just
in a different universe. Yeah.
But then it's just like, all right, cool, and then we move on. Yeah. I don't need it to be like an actual narrative, like an actual thing that's actually like important.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they were just underground the whole time.
Yeah, like who knows? Like maybe Professor X, like I keep hearing this theory that Professor X was like used his powers to like hide the mutants from the world, but then I just don't understand, like, because the X-Men, like they take up a large chunk, like their characters take up a large chunk of like the whole Marvel
because
universe.
Like the X-Men themselves are already like another Avengers. So that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it. Even Scarlet Witch, she's a
she's not mutant.
Yeah,
she got her powers from
exactly. Like I'm saying, like that. They're gonna have to change so much of the X-Men storyline to make it even try to fit in the MCU.
It was rumored was what's the is it what's the thing that they have,
New Mutants,
the show that they have on ABC with Black Bolt?
Yeah, I think it is New Mutants. Yeah,
it's not New Mutants. No, New Mutants is the X-Men movie that's coming out, the horror kind of film with the
kids. The horror film with the kids in it, and then
what's this thing called?
Legion?
Well, no, not Legion. It's a Marvel. It's MCU with Black Bolt, the dude that can't talk. He can't talk, or less like everything will blow up. It's tied in with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm literally getting so mad. I'm gonna search what this thing is called.
I don't even watch most of those. Like
I don't watch them either. But the thing is, that movie, it was supposed to be a film in the MCU that was supposed to come out.
Oh, really?
I remember that they announced that at early on. Then they scrapped it because Vin Diesel was supposed to play Black Bolt. But they were like, how is he gonna play Groot and Black Bolt? That's how I know.
I mean, he's not really Groot, so
he literally says like 5 words.
Yeah.
Inhumans.
Oh,
that's how I think they're.
Yeah. They were. I remember they were really excited about that film. Like they wanted but why was it scrapped from like the?
I just think they couldn't figure out the story.
It couldn't fit into the already like.
So I think that's how they introduced the X-Men. They don't make, which I know. I think people are gonna get mad that they're not mutants, but get over it, okay?
Okay, it's like they can't do everything. Like,
so I think if they are introduced, because I don't know, the Inhumans aren't like they're not from Earth, so I don't know how they can do it, but maybe they can do like, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out, definitely.
Yeah, but then hopefully but the thing is, for the MCU, I would love to get my foot in that. Like,
bro, I need that. Hey, Marvel, 3 years.
I would love.
I'm shooting a short film. Okay, let me get my feet wet. Let me do some bigger things, and then let me come out with Blade, and then Warner Brothers. Let me take over y'all's DC shit since y'all can't do it.
They need to just Warner Brothers need to just sell DC. Honestly,
I don't think they should. Warner Brothers is literally like the biggest studio. Who are they gonna sell it to? Disney? No. So we can get Justice League versus Avengers? No, we don't need that.
No.
I'm okay. That's a multiverse movie.
So the whole Fox.
Which goes to Disney. Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Is that everything with the panel?
I mean, yeah.
Everything?
I think so. Is there any more topics you want to talk about?
Other than our rankings.
Oh, rankings, yeah.
So you have your top 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're both gonna go from 10 to 1.
Okay, but the thing is, I don't have mine in order though.
Okay, you don't. That's
hold on. Let me. I mean, I could just order right quick. To be honest, let me see what I could do. It's actually even hard to order it. Dang.
Let me pull mine up too.
Wait, so is this like what I think the top 10 is, or my personal top 10?
No, your top 10.
Okay, but
and I think then we can debate as to where we rank it. Okay, I have mine right here.
Actually, let me take this out and put.
Okay, I'll start off with mine.
Okay.
At number 10, I have Iron Man 3. Mostly just because I feel like Marvel films are actually, to me, they're not like super amazing. A lot of them are really good. The rest of them are kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Which is why Iron Man 3 is able to still squeak into my top 10. I really enjoyed the film. I think it's fun. I think that's a multiverse film. That's the definition of a multiverse film. Oh my god. Everybody's calling me.
Cell phone booming.
I think that's the definition of a multiverse film, most definitely. If you could, okay, so I'll do 10 through 6 right now.
Okay.
Number 9, I have Black Panther. I think it's very enjoyable. I think it has a lot of great high moments. It has some moments that I think are very cheesy, but overall, I enjoyed the film a lot. Think about it a lot. It's very important to black film. Very important to the MCU. Ragnarok, probably the funniest film in all of MCU. It's literally just Is there just like that? I think that's another multiverse film. The only real importance was like Thor really coming into his own. So I guess it is kind of important. I think that's kind of like that pretty much like sums up the MCU. Like they have big movies that are really only important for like one or two things to keep the story forward. So Ragnarok, really enjoyed it. Watched it again on Netflix again. I was like, wow, it's really like very, very enjoyable for no reason. Not for no reason. Okay, number 7. I have Iron Man, the first Iron Man movie that started it all off. Honestly, what else can you say about this film? It's great.
It's a classic. I'll get the stamp classic to Iron Man because like
it's just great. The only thing that sucks is the end because it just becomes cheesy and stuff.
Of course, they have to cop it out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can't do too much.
Exactly. And number 6, I'm actually very sad it's this slow. Spider-Man: Homecoming, which is the best Spider-Man movie to ever happen. That's not just Spider-Verse. I think it's just Spider-Verse is like actually competing with like best Marvel, the best Spider-Man film. It's the best Spider-Man I've ever seen. We gave Vulture a great story. My only problem is I feel like they only let Spider-Man be as mature as like I feel like Spider-Man could be so much more mature than all these films have let him be. So the film can only be as good as it.
I feel like they're doing that for a reason. Because I feel like way down the line, because Spider-Man is gonna be an important key character for the next like 2-3 phases.
Yeah,
I feel like they're making him childish now, so by the time he like grows up, it comes to his own. He's gonna be like a real leader.
But I'm saying in all of the Spider-Man, I'm talking about from back in like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2002. Yeah. He's been like the films have been. Well, the Raimi ones are a little bit more mature, but at the end of the day, they're still kind of like kid friendly to a certain extent.
Okay, I mean they kind of have to be, you know, because it's Spider-Man, kids love Spider-Man, you know, and they can't to make like a serious Spider-Man film that would like taking a risk, you know, like
not too serious, but just like
you know, but like
I feel like they could make it a little bit more mature.
Yeah. I feel like even doing that would be like a very, very like bold thing to do. But you know the MCU, they could
pull it off. They could definitely pull it off.
MCU. Yeah.
Do you have your 10 through 6?
Yeah, I just got it now. Okay.
Let me know what
and
you
the
got.
Disclaimer, like I said, this is not the top 10. This is my top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, number 10, I had Winter Soldier.
Okay, never mind. We're not doing this no more. It's over. It's okay. All right, let's go home. Cut the camera. What?
Okay. Look. I like Winter Soldier very much. Personally, I like Steve Rogers' story in that film. And like, I don't know. Like I said, I like movies for real reasons. Like little small moments in the films like make me like a movie. I don't know. I like Winter Soldier.
Just like it.
Yes.
That's all.
If I start to explain, I'll be here for 30 minutes. But even from the opening scene, I loved it.
But you only love it to be number 10.
Yeah.
Only number 10.
Yes.
Okay, let's go at 9 because I'm
9.
I'm about to get upset.
9. You might even get more mad. 9. My favorite movie. Okay. I didn't watch Ant-Man 1 because I never watched it. I never watched the movie, and I probably never will. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, one night I got hot and said, you know what? Maybe I should just, because to me the Ant-Man was just filler in the MCU. And so one day I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I was actually surprised on how much I enjoyed that film from start to finish. Which is why Ant-Man and the Wasp is number 9 on my list, because that movie, it was hilarious. First of all, I was laughing the entire time, and it just it felt like a nice family home movie, you know, like how family movies, they just make you feel comfortable. You laugh a little, and it's like, okay, that was nice. But like that's how Ant-Man and the Wasp made me feel, which is why I put it at number 9. This guy's gonna get angry.
Bro, get to number 8, bro.
All right, number 8, I have Doctor Strange. I lied. It's not. Nah. Okay, these rankings are very, very hard for me. Okay, no, that's not number 8. I actually put that higher. Number 8, I'm putting. Yeah, let me switch that around. Number 8, I'm putting Guardians 2. Yeah. Guardians 2, much like Ant-Man and the Wasp, I felt like it was a very enjoyable movie. Like I really like that from start to finish. I don't really like how they did the whole ego thing. To be honest, that felt kind of forced to me. But I mean, like how he had powers and stuff. But like I said, I enjoyed that movie start to finish. It was hilarious. I like the Guardians. I love the banter between them. I love everything about the Guardians, and I hope Guardians 3 is gonna be as good as Guardians 2. But like I said, like I cling to comedy a lot, and I love comedy, and that's why Guardians 2 is top, like one of the funniest movies in the MCU, and that's why it's number 8. Number 7, I'm putting the first Iron Man. Like I said, to me that's a classic. I remember like
we're both at 7. Okay.
Yeah, that's 7. Yeah, that's a classic in my eyes. Mm-hmm. The way it just kind of set the tone for the MCU was kind of like, it was beautiful. And I heard when they were doing the movie, like they didn't really have a script, and they kind of just went in there and just did it. And like that's I love that. I love the improv. Like it just where everything in that movie worked well to me. I didn't really much like you. I didn't like the ending. Like the way
it's very superhero generic.
Yeah,
bad guy beating.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of have to do that, you know.
You don't have to. You can be brilliant.
I mean, like at that time they had to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's to true. Be safe. Yeah. Number 6. That's where I put Doctor Strange. Number 6. Doctor Strange. Now, okay, I know not a lot of people like that movie at all. Like at all. But it was one thing I liked about it, because when it came out, it didn't really like mass relate to the whole MCU. It was like kind of like its own standalone film. I liked its narrative. I liked its storytelling. I I love Stephen Strange's character arc in that movie, and how like he went through the adversity, overcame it, and became a better person. That's really the one thing I love. Like I said, I like movies for weird reasons, and the character arc of Stephen Strange in that movie was the only reason I liked that movie.
What about the ending? Dormammu.
Yeah,
I've come to bargain with you. Which is probably one of the worst endings in the MCU.
Like I said, they had to.
They didn't have to.
They had to. I mean,
didn't have to.
The thing is, with movies like that, you have to have an easy cop at the end. Like,
no, you don't.
Okay, I'm not saying they never have to, but it's like,
I think what you're saying, just to is that all you have for 10 through 6?
Yeah.
All right, my problem with Doctor Strange is I feel like it's a little bit too jokey. Like, I'm not saying the jokes are bad. It's just the fact that like not every MCU film needs to be funny.
Quippy. Yeah, I know.
Like the Wi-Fi joke's amazing. Like when he's like he's like the Wi-Fi pastor. He's like, you guys have Wi-Fi. He's like, we're not animals. It's funny, but like the Beyonce joke. I'm like, okay, like let's relax. Like, not everything needs to be funny. I feel
like because you know how like majority of the film like it was kind of like a little serious tone to it. Like
some of it.
Yeah, like I mean, like especially in the beginning. I'm saying in the beginning. At the beginning. That really, honestly, the beginning of the film is what tied me to the film. Mm-hmm. Like the beginning, when he had the car and like he was all a serious doctor and he had a car crash and everything. Like that's really why I liked the film. Like the ending, I wasn't kind of like.
Yeah,
because it became towards the end when he said, I was just like, okay, I don't
because it became that superhero MCU stuff that we had seen so many times, just in a different way. Yeah. Because I feel like, especially, I'm surprised that the wizards aren't even like more like grizzled and serious. Because I feel like if you do that movie a different way, I would love it that much more. I just feel like it just felt like an MCU film with Doctor.
And really, that's what I'm saying. Like the tone at the beginning. That's what I was gonna say. I wish they kept that same tone throughout. Cause like I said, it started getting more viewer friendly, like consumer friendly towards the end. And like I said, I'm not saying they have to do that, but it's like they kind of have no choice. Cause I feel like you know how like MCU, like the studio, they don't really make a lot of studio like interference with the movies. Like they let the directors and the writers like they let them do them. But I feel like one thing that they like the studio always makes sure is that like
it fits into our
exactly.
But also, they even before they send you out, they make sure everything you're doing is in our mold first.
Exactly. Yeah. So okay, like they let them be creative, but like they always make sure like keep it grounded to this. Pull the reins back. Exactly. This. Yeah. And I feel like that happens more than we probably think. Which is why main movies have like just cop out endings, and main movies like of course like Marvel movies they've known for their little funny quips or whatever. But I feel like that's the only studio interference that's like ever in the movies.
I think one of the most underrated endings was the Incredible Hulk one.
Incredible Hulk.
Which is when he's in the airplane and like he falls out and like it takes him a while to transform.
Yeah,
and then he transforms the last second. He punches his way out, and he has like the battle with Abomination. Honestly, I love that ending a lot. Just because like it feels less of like the typical. It still is a very super.
It like the way what led to it is what like made that so.
And it just there was so much emotional weight. Like when he's about to like choke him out.
Yeah,
and then like and then he just like runs away. Oh my god! I was like,
yeah, I don't know why people didn't like that. Well, I know why people didn't like that film a lot because it wasn't for everybody.
I like it a lot. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, I think
exactly because like probably 11 on my list.
Yeah, that's like I said, like me personally, I like the film, but I always hear people saying, "Oh, people that didn't like it so much." That's why there's never been another Hulk film.
No, there hasn't been ones because it has. They have problems with Universal because Hulk is still kind of owned by Universal.
Oh, really?
So Incredible Hulk is actually
it's like a similar like Sony thing with Spider-Man. Like,
but this is different. This is like there's no agreement. That's the problem because Incredible Hulk is not a Disney film. It's a Universal movie. Yeah, that is just in the MCU.
Yeah. That's
why they have to change the actor. Do all of that. They changed the design. They changed everything about that Incredible. It just so happens to be in the MCU. So once they get over that problem, I don't even know how you make a Hulk movie. Let's be honest. Yeah, unless you're gonna just get another big person for him to fight.
Yeah, Hulk is but thing is, I feel like Hulk has like a lot of good stories to tell for a solo film. You know, and like I know like they kind of incorporate a little bit of Planet Hulk into Ragnarok. But even if they made a Planet Hulk film,
I think a Planet Hulk film
that would have been a beautiful film. You know.
Yeah, I think, and that's a perfect way to add another woman character, She-Hulk. Here that we said woman, we're fitting our quota.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like She-Hulk is coming.
I don't think there's no way she's not coming.
She has like she's coming like down the line. She has to come. Yeah, she's just an important.
Maybe that's what Love and Thunder is.
Hopefully.
maybe he's there. Yeah. And all of a sudden they go somewhere and they're like, oh shit, you look like. Yeah. And he like technically that's not another Hulk, but you just look like him. Yeah. So it's like, oh snap, and then like that's like his like kind of love story. I would like to see it.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, I don't agree with Guardians 2. Guardians 2, no. Movie's not good. It's not even the better Guardians film.
To me, it is.
It's not even the villain's terrible.
Like I said, I didn't really like the whole ego thing at all.
Granted, Guardians 1 ends with them singing and holding hands, so it's not like that much better at the end. But I just like the beginning of. I like everything except the end of Guardians. Guardians 1. And also said Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Bro, that movie was so fucking funny, but I don't care what anybody says. That movie, I
enjoyed it. I gave it an 8.
It was hilarious. Like to me, I didn't like it because of the plot. I liked it because it was funny. Like that's like I know it's a simple reason, but like it was funny. I like funny stuff.
But I disagree with you. Just letting you know. Okay, so we're gonna go 1 for 1. So I'm going my number 5, which I know a lot of people are gonna have a lot higher. The first Avengers film. I really enjoy it. It's literally an action-packed film. It's literally the definition of a superhero film. Actually, it pretty much started what we know as superhero films. Exactly. It's like big, funny. Like it
set the tone.
But looking back, we have basically perfected the formula a little bit better. Films, I don't want to say safe, but there's not too much stakes to it. But it's a fun film. I'll never forget where I was May 5th when I watched it at AMC 24 in Sugarland. I remember I was in the back right corner watching it. I remember Hulk. I think
I watched it at that same theater.
He was hitting a combo. I'm like, oh my god, are y'all watching this? Great film. What's number 5 for you?
Number 5 is Endgame.
Wow.
Yes.
That low.
The thing is, like I said, it's for different reasons. Like, Endgame, like I said, it's a top 3 MCU movie in my opinion. But on my list is under number 5 because I'm gonna like explore later why the top 4. But yeah, like I said, Endgame. Honestly, I know a few people didn't like it. I've heard
unless you're saying like the beginning is kind of slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's no way you're invested in the MCU and saying
they're saying people boring. Those few people are people that are not invested in the MCU. Yeah, so like I'm saying but Endgame, to me it was a beautiful end to a saga. It was a beautiful end. It had everything I want as a fan. It had everything I wanted, and that's why it's like it's in my top 5.
Well, number 4 for me is Endgame. I really enjoy the film. My only problem is I think there's no praise I'm gonna give it that nobody's heard. My only problem is it's carried by previous MCU films and being basically like this homage to the past 10 years of the MCU without feeling like it could stand by itself.
And that's a lot of criticism people say about it. But thing is, I felt like that was the whole plan. Like that was like literally like.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like as a film, it could not stay on its own.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Like, but I love little moments like Tony getting to see his dad. Like that moment itself was just like, wow. What was another little moment? Like the way it begins, I was like the beginning. I was like, oh wow, y'all are.
The first 30 minutes, bro, legit. They were just hitting you, literally hitting you.
Dead ass. Yeah. So I mean. Like the Ronin scene at the beginning is like this long shot of just like terror, and I liked it a lot. It's at number 4, but I know that there's 3 other movies that are better than it.
All right, my number 4 is Thor Ragnarok. Even though a lot of these movies, films. Yes, bro. Like me, I'm funny. I love comedy, bro. Comedy is my thing. Like comedy movies, like I just love them so much. I love being entertained. That's the thing. I love action, but I prefer like the funniness of human interaction over action any day. Like the way the characters interact with each other, bounce off each other, like when things are funny, bro. Like I just gravitate towards them. Like I like but like you said, I like funny films. That's why I love Thor Ragnarok. I didn't really like most movies. I didn't like the ending, Thor Ragnarok, that very much.
I liked it a lot.
I didn't
like the fact that she destroys everything.
Yeah,
I don't mind it. I think you're doing something different, and now you're putting Thor.
Yeah, and also
where, he's not comfortable.
And also one thing I really liked Hela. I liked her a lot.
I enjoyed her.
That was a very good villain. I enjoyed her. Yeah,
but I mean the ending, like and him like becoming like basically Thor. Really becoming the god. I really like that. But I understand like it just being like, oh well, she died because she killed herself. Basically,
and I was like, okay, yeah.
I understand that. I respect that. Okay. Yeah. Number 4. Yeah. Very high. Okay. Number 3. The film that you disrespected. I don't know what else to say. Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is hands down the best standalone film in the MCU. Like it's just granted it has Black Widow in it. It has Nick Fury. So it's not that much of like just his film. Spider-Man literally had too many people in it, but never mind. I don't want to talk about that for too much.
I understand. Yeah.
This film basically is just like, it's just smart. It's just a smart film. It's basically what Black Widow should be. It's dark. It's interesting. It's funny when it needs to. It really dives into like Shield and Nick Fury and you bring
it was a lot of good world building in that film.
And there's a great villain in Pierce. I believe his last name is Pierce. Pierce. You bring back Hydra in a clever way that's not overindulgent, that doesn't shift too many things. Great action scenes.
But you know what scene in that film really like the scene where Captain America was talking to the whole of Shield. Like I love that scene so much. I love that speech. Like I was really just watching in amazement. Like wow, like damn.
Or Jesus, I'm forgetting. I literally just had it in my brain and I'm forgetting it right now. Jesus, never mind. Continue.
I mean, that's all I'd say about Winter Soldier. Yeah, like yeah.
Or like him and Bucky's like whole thing throughout the whole thing. Like when he realizes Bucky's like Bucky, and like the fight that he has, like when they're on that highway is already amazing. And then like remember like he had him he had like the knife right here. Yeah. So after I was like, oh my.
Yeah, I understand.
It's third, but there's just 2 other films with more people in it that are just better than it.
Yeah.
So that's number 3 for me.
Okay. Number 3 for me is Infinity War. Let me explain. I have 2 movies I love more than that, but like number 3 for me, like Infinity War. I mean, I don't gotta explain that. Infinity War. I would put it at number 1 if it wasn't for personal reasons. Of course, like to me, it's the best MCU film, Infinity War. Like I said, it's a better standalone film than Endgame, and from start to finish, everything, its climactic ending, like everything about the way it all wove together is beautiful. But there are 2 more movies I love more than that personally, which is what. But when I'll get to that later when I reveal my top 2. But yeah, Infinity War is number 3 for me.
Moving on, because there's okay. Number 2 is Civil War, because Civil War is just it was as good as it possibly could have been in the confines of the MCU. MCU is not. They don't take too many chances. Nobody was really gonna die in the film. Granted, we still had repercussions of what happens in Civil War. Even still lead up all the way to Endgame with Infinity War with what's his name, Rhodey still being injured from that. But just as a film, you have Spider-Man being Spider-Man. I remember shedding a tear, but just him and Tony's conversation at the beginning, because I'm like, this is Peter Parker.
Exactly.
Like, finally, like this was like my Peter Parker.
And when they first announced that like they got Spider-Man, bro, I legit started jumping for joy.
Well, I know Tom Holland was, because I wanted Logan Lerman, who is in Perks of Being a Wallflower, because that's who, because he could be a perfect Peter Parker. Maybe not a perfect Spider-Man necessarily, because maybe he's not that quippy, but we could always.
But I mean, you could direct. Yeah, they can like easily like
you could always get
fit him into like the MCU, you know.
Therefore, when they announced Tom Holland, I'm like, okay. But then hearing him and seeing him, and the scene at the airport is just amazing. And like when he comes in, he's like, "Hey, Captain America, big fan." Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
exactly.
Like, it warms my heart. Then we get the Bucky and Sam thing.
Yeah.
We get Black Widow feeling. Oh my God, why am I famous today? We get the whole Bucky and Sam thing. Black Widow feeling divided. Tony, this anger inside of him. Captain America. All of it. It's just.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's all of it.
Yeah.
What's number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me, like I said, cause you know I don't call a lot of films classics, but
classics.
Yes.
We're dropping the classic word.
Yes.
And number 2,
Avengers, the first one in me is a classic. It's not like it's like the best movie ever. It's not like it's just this and that. I call it a classic because like you said before, it really set the tone for superhero movies.
It did.
Yeah, and that's why I call it a classic, because like, you know, that it's never gonna be like besides MC movies, of course, another superhero movie like the Avengers that just like everybody loved, like all audiences immediately gravitate towards the MCU because I mean, like, I remember when like the first solo movies came out, people like mostly it was only people that are like into like superhero movies are watching them. Avengers is what made the general audience, everybody else, love like superhero movies, and why superhero movies are just the top genre in today's world, because that one movie. And I love that movie so much. I could watch it over and over and over again and never get tired of it. And that's why it's my number 2.
Okay. So I'm guessing we could both guess each other's number 1. Well, I know your number 1 is Civil War.
Yes, and yours is Infinity War.
Okay, you go first. Why Civil War number
1? I mean, literally, what the same exact reason why you just said why you like Civil War is the same reasons I love Civil War. I love Civil War because honestly, I didn't watch it when it first came out.
I watched it 3 times in theaters.
Yeah, I didn't watch it when it first came out, but then when I did watch it, I was just like, wow. Like, I was literally like, wow. Like, literally, wow. Like, I was like, just wow. Like, everything about the movie I love. I love the way they introduced Black Panther. Black Panther was...
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Black Panther was way better in Civil War than he was in his own movie, in my opinion, because, like, I love the way they introduced him. They introduced Spider-Man, and I love how they just had all these elements going on at once, but it still felt like one cohesive story, you know? That's the main reason I love Civil War.
That's all?
I mean, cause you damn near said it all, like when you was talking about it.
Number 1 is Infinity War, because Infinity War is the only perfect film in the MCU. Infinity War is what every MCU film should be, which is serious but funny sometimes, but serious
and with high stakes,
and with enormous stakes.
High, yeah.
Like, from the beginning, like, I think that is the definition of ending strong, starting strong and ending strong. From the beginning, it's like, okay, like, especially a lot of people who didn't watch all the films. Who's Thanos? Oh well, all right. We'll start it off with him beating up the person you think is the strongest,
Thor, two strongest,
and then he beats Hulk.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, hold on.
Yeah, okay, like this guy means business.
So this is what we're in for.
Yeah.
And then it's basically just one big adventure film, and it's so crazy how like at this time in this film where there's 5 different storylines going on at once.
Yeah, and another thing I like about Infinity War, it's interesting 100%.
That's what I'm saying. So and there's not any of those storylines that are boring. So now we're finally getting to see these characters intermingle with these characters. We're getting the Guardians interacting with the
rest is like what we were all waiting for,
basically, and we get like little moments like Thor talking about like lost my dad, lost my mom, lost my brother, lost my sister. I have nothing else to fight for. Like I'm like, I felt that
right there. And Thor's failure, his face after, bro. I've never like that is the face of devastation.
First of all, the Thor entering Wakanda alone with the
when I tell you, look, because I watched that like the first night it came out. The whole theater got up and started cheering, bro. Like I don't even think that video on Twitter where everyone like it happened in real life. Like everybody was like,
no, that's how it was in Endgame when that boy said Avengers Assemble. I'm always like, bro, everybody shut up. Like let's we're all watching a movie. When you control your emotions,
assemble, bro.
When he said that, bro,
that was literally
we went to a ruckus, bro.
A moment.
It really became like what Finito would be if Chief Keef had just dropped it in concert.
Yeah, the Finito in film, like
literally Finito in film.
Like
and for all of that hope that we had, like we got like the Iron Man and Doctor Strange throughout that whole film. That dynamic was amazing. We got
well, okay, pause. When you saying that is one reason why I'm sad we will never see Tony Stark and Reed Richards together.
Oh my god,
bro!
I don't. But I think while it's not going to be the same, Doctor Strange and Reed Richards.
I mean, that's a nice
Bruce Banner. And Shuri. And Peter. Like that is competing for who's
exactly.
But so everybody try to be like the smartest person in the room. I would really enjoy to see that.
Yeah. But yeah, back to Infinity War. Yeah.
Jeez. And then for all of that to happen, and then for them to lose, and even like the way even Thanos pulls out Vision's the Infinity Stone from it. He doesn't just tap in it. He
just grabs it in his head. Yeah, he grabs it and breaks his whole skull.
And my favorite part about Thanos is he's not a villain. He's an antagonist. He's an definition of an antagonist.
Exactly.
Granted, yes, there's an easier way of doing all of this. You literally could just be like, all right, well, just make there more resources for everybody. But in his mind, I tried to implement this at my home. They made me feel stupid, and now look at us. So I'm gonna go do that thing everywhere. And for him to have no malice, he had no anger in his heart.
Very practical person.
Only reason he fought you is if you got in his way. And for basically,
and here's one thing, he could have killed Tony.
What? He could have killed everybody.
He could legit after him and Tony battled. He could have just killed him, but he took the stone and just left. He could, he literally has it.
So he didn't want to kill anybody, and you honestly look at this film as Thanos being the good guy, and the Avengers basically being the bad guy.
Yeah, because the Infinity War is Thanos is the main character.
Exactly.
It's his film. It's his film.
We got to see a Gamora, a different side of Gamora. People didn't buy the Gamora Thanos thing. I bought it off.
Oh yeah, I know. I loved it.
I bought it for because she always had this anger towards him, to where we really got to see why. And
it's you can feel the reason why the way she is. That's
exactly.
That's one thing I love.
I think the one issue people always bring up in Infinity War is that how did the whole Nebula thing of how did Nebula how did Gamora knew where the Soul Stone was the whole time, but we just find out in Infinity War. Well, would you have been happy if it was brought for 30 seconds in another movie?
Yeah,
what's the difference?
Yeah, narratively speaking, it makes no sense to just don't. And it's wow.
Exactly.
I know MCU they throwing stuff in just for future, but that would literally be pointless.
It would not be pointless, but what's the difference between doing it then and doing it now?
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed. I honestly think it's the best film of this decade.
Yeah, if it wasn't for personal preference, that's okay. Well, this is my top 10, but in the real top 10, Infinity War is number one.
Yeah. Infinity War is If Infinity War and Wolf of Wall Street are two movies competing for my favorite movie of this
honestly, ever since Infinity War got on Netflix, I don't know how many. I can't even count my finger how many times I watched that movie.
And it's a long. It's like almost 2 hours and 30 minutes long.
I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it at all. I didn't feel it.
You don't feel it whatsoever.
I know. I mean, like, I didn't feel it at all. Some people say, "Oh, it was so long," but I didn't feel it.
It's not long.
It's not at all.
And you feeling Endgame is long, but not Infinity War.
Infinity War, because like I said, 100% of the time you're invested in the story, so that's why it will never feel long. Yeah.
I can talk about that movie for hours, but we'll leave it at that. Billy, what's your favorite MCU movie?
Favorite? No.
Just.
Off the top of my head, it'd have to be Infinity War.
Okay, I respect it.
Enjoy that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I bought it. I bought it knowing it's gonna be on Netflix, so I still bought it. I didn't care.
I mean, they're gonna take it out. I mean, once Disney's streaming,
but I'm getting Disney Plus.
I mean, I am too.
I have no choice.
I mean,
I'm paying my uncle's
I ain't gonna lie, like the world has no choice.
No. It's good. My uncle's look. Just put it on there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because we're getting that, and with stuff like Family Guy, stuff like Bob's Burgers gonna be on there.
Yeah. Even the Clash of Disney show is probably gonna be on
there too.
Yeah,
so imagine if they put Proud Family on there, bro.
Yeah, you're really gonna need you're gonna need Disney Plus literally.
You especially for kids, like especially like. Yeah, and
then I know Disney's gonna take all their stuff off of Netflix and Hulu.
All this stuff, all of it. And they own Fox now, so all that Fox on Hulu,
exactly, gone.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine that y'all like so much, Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, gone. All of it gone. Sucks.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of these, not only Disney, like just networks, they're just making their own streaming service because
but I think it's stupid. And what I think is actually good, I heard this thing exactly. It may backfire because now people are gonna be like, I don't want to pay for 7 different.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Just pay for cable again. So maybe cable may even get another rise again because NBC just announced theirs because they're gonna have. I think that's where The Office and Friends are gonna be. So The Office and Friends coming out for Netflix. The problem is Netflix problem has always been like their originals aren't amazing. House of Cards started off first 2 seasons amazing. They got to season 6 and those last 4 seasons were Orange New Black started off great. People don't even watch it no more. Narcos, I mean, they're trying to get with Narcos.
The thing is, it's so weird the way Netflix is like I feel like for the originals they invest so much in like the first 2 seasons. Yeah. And then after that, okay, fans are hooked. Okay, do whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
I mean, I think they need to get better at. The only way they're gonna compete is getting better at originals because all these streaming services are technically like they're just taking their originals that were on different platforms, but now we're just gonna put it on ours. Yeah. They need to because
it may even get to a point where Netflix is gonna be purely originals. Yeah,
I mean, but they've been trying to move towards that to get ready for it, but they have struggled in getting great originals.
Yeah, because the thing is, dude, like the thing is Netflix, I feel like they hire like
anybody.
They hire any writer, any actors. They just like, okay, all right, you guys come together, just make something. Let's put it out. Like, I feel like honestly, that's why I think even Hulu originals have been better than Netflix originals to me. Like Hulu originals, they feel like more.
Hulu originals are there? Like Handmaid's Tale is like one of the biggest show right now, so I guess that's one.
Yeah, like this is one show. I forgot. It's a day. It's a day about this time traveling dude trying to stop.
The James Franco.
Yeah.
So 623.
Yeah, I don't remember the numbers. Yeah, but like that's and I watched a lot of Hulu original movies too. It's like I don't remember my name because I just go on there and start watching stuff. But things, and because I feel like Netflix originals, they're not very like what's the word? They it's like I said, they just like high. They aren't very like. They don't impact you.
I think Netflix doesn't do good at quality control.
Yeah, they don't like the movies. They don't impact you. They don't hit you. Like they're not memorable. Like they just
the only Netflix movies that I've seen that have just been like that great is Beast in the Nation. Yeah, that's a film.
Yeah, there are things like they don't. Netflix, they don't impact you. They're not memorable. It's like you just watch it just because you're bored.
Yeah,
like,
even Stranger Things last season was okay to me.
Yeah, it wasn't even that great. Yeah, they just they don't have like. Yeah, like you said, quality control or consistent quality.
Yeah, that needs to be their next big thing because once Friends goes, once The Office goes, once all these Marvel movies go, it's gonna start getting very peak for them.
Yeah, they need to like really like double down on like what they're putting out.
Because I will just get Netflix for when Stranger Things comes out. I don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
We talk. Okay, we have a nice little episode. Okay, I'm not mad anymore. Yes. So once again, Shina, give me your socials.
On my socials, Twitter, Shina the Goat. Instagram, Shina the Goat. No,
Simple man.
Yeah.
Billy, what's your IG?
Third Eye Billy.
Third Eye?
Yeah.
Like,
I.
Yeah,
okay,
like the letter I, yeah.
Okay, follow him on there. It's per usual. Adedeoba, ADETHEOBA.
Yeah.
All socials except don't add me on Snapchat. It's personal.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say that, but I was like, nah, yeah,
It's personal.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, and I'll see you guys later at Adina
All right.
Green Podcast. See ya.